We've now passed the 1.5 year mark into the Rural Policy Learning Commons last September, and I think we can be very proud of the accomplishments that we've made during that first 1.5 years. We've established 12 working committees, one of them even a new topic entitled Transformations in Indigenous Communities. We have 5 office staff to bind them. And thanks to our Institute's team, we have supported 2 summer schools, and on our way to the 3rd. The Fora and Research and Exchanges teams have guided us through 3 major conferences and 3 workshops, often as pre-conference events. The Human Capital and Migration, Governance, Infrastructure and Services, and Research and Exchanges teams have presented 6 webinars. The Infrastructure and Services and Governance teams have produced 4 collective publications, in addition to the many publications of our participants. Various teams have supported students and faculty to several conferences and workshops, and with the help of our team support people, we've produced profiles on most of our participants, their activities, and their interests. The digital, information, and social media teams have established an active and well-used website with associated social media links. Sarah and Cale have been very busy ensuring that these are well-populated and accessible. And Pamela and Michael have been working with the team support persons to ensure that information about the teams not only circulates well within the teams, but also across them. Those are just a few of the accomplishments, but we're well poised for some exciting future events and activities as well. We've got workshops and conferences planned for 2016. The Indigenous Peoples team, governance, policy fora teams are all involved. We have a number of webinars on our schedule, and lots of exchanges for students and institutes, both in North America and Europe and across those areas. We have fora in Truro that have been designated as focus events. The Agriculture Wellbeing Forum in Toronto, the World Congress of Rural Sociology, and in Iceland, the Nordic Conference for Rural Research. There are other possibilities emerging as well. We've had discussions with the distance learning team and SURF regarding possible an international course. And there's the possibility of TUCs and MOOC courses on international comparative rural policy that are also on the agenda. We have publications, research and exchanges, distance learning teams, all of those partnering to work out how to publish the ICERP's book. And the publications team has already got a draft of a guide to publishing in rural and northern policy areas. Marco has put together this draft, and I've already been able to use it for the choice of a journal for Kelly Vodden's research project, for example. We're going to be revamping the website and related tools to reflect our changing needs and the accumulation of our projects. We're also in the process of developing instruments and indicators for marking our progress. We're also in the process of developing instruments and indicators for marking our progress. This will be important not only for our justification to shirk, but, for example, for the midterm review that comes up in the winter of 2018, but they'll also provide useful information for us to access and modify our activities in the future. Finally, there's just a couple of items relating to our general vision over the next month that I wanted to mention. First of all, we're working toward a situation where each team becomes the place to go for information about their topic or activity. This doesn't necessarily have to be on the substance of the topic, but on the people or organizations that will be the best sources for information, personnel, or collaboration opportunities. If I want to know about who's most knowledgeable about international migration policy, for example, I'll be able to go to our Human Resources and Migration team for suggestions regarding who I should contact. And I can do that in a way that I can be confident they have a reasonably comprehensive knowledge of the range of options. If I want to go if I want to know where is the best place to publish my paper relating to rural policy, I can go to the publications team for advice. That includes information about the target audiences and demands that each publication will likely provide. If I'm thinking about making my online course available to others, I can go to the distance learning team for advice about who I might contact, what kind of similar topics are available, and perhaps even more technical information about how to organize my course. In each case, the objective is not to do it ourselves, but to know who is already doing it so that we can contact and possibly connect with them. In the process, we can provide resources that will not only help them, but will advance our interests at the same time. Each team will prepare themselves for this type of expertise in a different manner, but we should be sharing information about those experiences and the tools that we use in order to make it more effective for everyone. The role of the team supports, for example, are likely to be critical. I'm excited to see the advancements made in this regard, and I look forward to discovering new ways to improve on these initiatives over the next few years. Thank you very much for spending the time paying attention.